Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the actress now with this errand. Welcome back to Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. And we're at the ship with the museum. Well, it's the museum with the ship, but who cares about the rest of the museum? We went to an art museum. We're at this museum. It's a ship museum. We got a ship. And we just realized that all the American soldiers were flipping off the cameraman. I'm not going to just play along with her thinking that it's actually respectful and shit. I'd say I'd end up going to hell if I were to play along with this government-sponsored fallacy. However, I figured North Korea is probably close to the first stage of hell anyway, so why miss it by inches? It's been a long time since that hand gesture was used by Americans, but back during the 60s and 70s, it was really popular. Maybe I misjudged you Americans. I mean, it could have been pleasant for the sailors to be stuck in a foreign land for months on end, but they made the best of it and even offered good wishes to their hosts. Hosts, right. Anyway, hand signals are pretty popular at different times in American history. It's well known that Ben Franklin gave the first thumbs up after he was made Postmaster General of the United States. Any hand signals being used today? That count? I hate it. Because I'm an old grumpy fuck. What is it, Terry? You want to go out? You can go on out if you want. Oh, there you go. Shakes her paw and knocks on the door, and she goes out. Okay. Of course, I'll show you a couple. That's not it. I split my fingers so that my pointer finger and middle finger are apart in a V shape. That's pretty dexterous for you to do that. What does it mean? We kinda stole this one from the Brits and gave your own meaning. Well, the Brits, they're two separate things. Except when LL Cool J is like, he thinks he's doing this, but he's doing this, and that's not... Don't do that shit. He hasn't done that in years. But I saw him do that shit, and I'm like, what are you doing? If you show this to someone, it means you wish them well. It's kind of a peace sign, and it was popular with a lot of bands back in the 60s. Got any more? Another wine good luck sign is probably all you'll ever need if you visit me back home. Great. Let's go see the artifacts and documents them. Eunji nods, and then leads the way to the code room, which is code for an area with walls that you stand in. Looks exactly the same. We enter into the code room of the Pueblo. In doing so, it's like I've stepped back into the 1960s. Like fucking Stranger Things style, and just suddenly all my fucking hairstyles and clothing change, and I'm listening to popular music all the time for no apparent reason. There's a broken black light on the floor and several accompanying posters at the doors on the wall. Yep. There's some pinup girl posters as well, but it looks like someone took a marker and drew clothing over the naughty bits. I somehow doubt it was one of the original sailors with that. And I think I see an old lava lamp on one of the tables as well. You don't gotta go to the 60s to find a lava lamp. My fiancé got one on the table. It's nice. I stare at it. Either those Navy guys really were there in our own little world, or this is Korea's anti-American Navy propaganda at work. I'm not sure which it is, though. This was a main room where the sailors would attempt to capture Korean government secrets. They attempted to destroy the evidence before they were boarded, but only succeeded partway. What was seized by our sailors was taken and immediately put onto a vault. Into a vault. You put it onto a vault, it doesn't do shit. And has only just been released to the place back in here for viewing. It's over on the counter there. Great. Guess I'll take a look and see what our boys were trying to find out back in 1968. I head over to where Eunji pointed and start rifling through a small pile of documents and binders. There really doesn't appear to be anything too incriminating upon first glance. mostly coordinates of where the ship was at the time and date. Various data on sea and wind conditions. A small amount of data on the original leader included, but nothing that likely wasn't already public knowledge. Okay, maybe the scribble that I'm having a pathetically small Johnson wasn't public knowledge, but I'm guessing a sailor wrote that in before getting captured as a bit of a defiance. It's also a familiar-looking green binder. It's old and discolored, but it's definitely something you could pick up at the Post Exchange! And that's normal. Guess they haven't updated that model in a few decades or so. What what's inside? Flipping through, I can't help but laugh. I'm not sure you'll find material of your country spying on the funny. Can't you tell me what you'll find amusing? This binder doesn't have anything to do with Korea at all. She comes over and takes a look at the contents. Of course it is! Look at those X's and O's and diagrams! Clearly, this is a war journal that the Navy intended to use to attack Korea! More like this is a war journal that the United States Army intended to use to attack the United States Navy. I don't understand what you mean. Why would your army attack your Navy? This war journal is an Army playbook from the 1967 football team. No wonder Navy won that year. They had the playbook and could formulate a defense against Army's offense. You mean to tell me this is a dumb playbook for your lame American version of football? Pretty much. Guess this is one way to hide the theft. Stick the playbook on a ship out in the Pacific. You could probably get a small fortune from selling this to a collector. This place is starting to lose some of its luster. Can I go home soon? I meander around a little bit more, but there's nothing here that's all that damning. Probably could have done without having seen crew members molding selkies on one of the glass cases, though. We did get a late start. How soon will the driver be here? I'll text him and find out. She does so, and a few minutes later, her phone vibrates in response. He said it will be about 30 minutes. I go to say something, but my stomach rumbles before I get any words out. It sounds like you're hungry. Yeah, I guess so. Anyway, we could grab some grub around here. There's a meat on a stick cart outside where we arrived. It's not seasoned all that well, but it's cooked properly and should tide us over until we get home. Lead the way, Eunji. You want inside now? Okay. Come on in, girly cat. At least you're much faster about that part. She smiles and grabs my ass, leading me back to where we were dropped off. Sure enough, there's a food cart there, offering meat on a stick. And their competitors, Stick on Meat, which continues to not do nearly as well. This may be the first place I've been to that doesn't offer kimchi as a dish. I ordered a couple of sticks and hand one to Eunji. You forgot the meat! Oh, shit. You didn't have to pay for mine. I could buy my own, you know. I wanted to. Okay. I don't quite understand, but thank you. We eat our meat in silence. When finished, Eunji turns to me and breathes deeply before speaking. I'm sorry if you were uncomfortable with today's date. I know it can't be easy seeing a symbol of your country sitting captured in foreign waters. It does suck a little, but hey, it's just the Navy's old boat. I still had fun. I'm glad to hear it. I had a good time as well. Eunji blushes and makes a rough attempt at speaking in English. Your meat is very good. Thank you. I can't help but laugh and smile at her. For all her insults and jabs, she's not that bad. Except at English, she's terrible at that. No problem, Eunji. She smiles and closes her eyes, and then sneak a grab of a titty. Minutes later, our driver arrives and we get into the back seat. And a few minutes later, Eunji's eyes are closed and she's resting her head on my testicles. I think these girls have narcolepsy or something. Maybe I'm just comfortable then. Beats me. Guess I'll nap until we get home too! So I stick my head on her chest and... Oh, there's my neck. Third night here. Second I've ever been out there with one of my chaperones, or hostesses, girlfriends. Maybe I've already seen this, so... Okay. Now that that's over with, eventually, like it's... Oh, hi, that's the button. Yeah, that's Eunji. Okay. Now then, we has the one son. No question. Looking over the map, a coastal area in the east side of the peninsula has been circled in red ink. Also in the code, it looks like someone added bikini sprites here? Who am I to argue with the unseen hand of fate beckoning me along? It looks like this may be a bit of a haul, but Wonsan looks like it'd be a cool place to go. There's usually lots to do at the beach. Right. I swear, if I find out who wrote that comment about the bikini in the code, he's going to be in the gulag for a month. I'm not taking you there, just forget it and make somewhere else. Oh, and here I was going to get to split watermelons while Young had me help her with the sunscreen. Think you could take me then, Young? Of course, it would be my pleasure. Well, then settle and grab something to wear on the beach and we'll get the driver over. Oh, no, you don't. Nothing is settled here, man. Now you'll get your score neighbor back here. And you, sister, don't you even think about trying to edge on my date. You want to go with me alone? Right, Decker? No, sister, it's not my fault Decker wants to... Don't place the blame on me. You're the one who flipped out when I suggested going to Wonsan, Eunji. You're goosing the question! Does it? We're going, get your bathing suit, and meet me at the car. But you just said you wouldn't go there. I changed my mind! As the American says, Nuta appa or shuta appa, right? Okay, I know for a fact I didn't teach her that. Eunji starts to head back to her room when Young calls out. Don't forget your bikini! I'm not wearing one. You can swim it here on stool, but I'll wait on the beach. But it really won't be that fun of a date if I'm the only one swimming. Go ahead, just wear some shorts and a one-piece if you're nervous. You should still swim, though. That won't do. The code clearly calls for bikini sprites. The glorious leader has written that into the code himself, so she must wear a bikini. Fine. It can't be helped that the glorious reader has instructed me to wear one. Good. You need some sun anyway, sister. Well, I'm going to go grab my stuff, so we can head out. I'll pack some snacks for the ride. Eunji needs to get ready, too. It might take her a few minutes to get her bikini from the mess she calls her room. Young laughs as she leaves the room. Hey, I'll pick up all my things once a month when I need to or not. How in the world does your room get so messy when this country barely allows any consumer goods over the border? All Koreans have access to a bountiful supplies of mother... You will know that's not true. What happened to everyone is equal? Everyone here is equal. Some are just more equal than others. Anyways, a very lengthy drive to Wonsan, so we need to hurry. Don't forget your bikini. She probably stewing over that one. She's so adorable when she's annoyed, especially when she has that gun with select fire. Oh, man. Guess I'll best go get my swimming trunks and get moving. I really hate the fact that my new phone was confiscated. There's no way I'll be able to get anything better than some 1970s KGB spy photo level pictures with this dinosaur logo. Still surprised it even takes color photos. Well, nothing I do now. Off I go. Why must you take so long getting ready? I was gone all of 5 minutes. How is that taking a long time? Do you know what could happen in those extra 2 minutes you took staring at yourself in the mirror? I'm certain a lot of things could happen, but I'm not sure why that matters. It matters because I've already been in the car and gone 2 minutes ago! True, but we also could have been in the car in those past 2 minutes you took lecturing on supposedly taking too long to get ready. There's so that annoying attention to facts again. Let's just get going already! Stupid! Before I can reply, Eunji has already grabbed my ass and is dragging me out the front door. And just like that, we're already in the car and on the road. I can't tell if you drag me by the hand because you love me or hate me. Oh, please. I heard your heart beat faster than the instant I grabbed you. That's called adrenaline. So quit complaining like you didn't enjoy it. You said I was complaining. I'm not complaining, you bitch! Eunji gets close up to my face while she frowns. You just sounded like you were complaining with that nonsense question. Suddenly the car strikes a pothole and Eunji falls into me. And in perfectly awkward fashion, her lips smack on mine. It's not nearly as romantic and sensual as it sounds. You did that on purpose, didn't you? No, it's impromptu makeout session was all due to that terrible conditions your country's roads, yeah. Alright, Ray, excuse. You just wanted to steal my first kiss, didn't you? How would I even know that was be your first kiss? Well, you used some of your mystical protagonist powers, didn't you? What the hell are you rambling on about? I don't even know anymore. All I know is you stole my first kiss. How will you make it up to me? Make it up to you? You serious? You were the one who fell onto me, so I guess you could say this was your fault. Wait, it didn't count! You hear me? I deny it if anyone asks. Sure, but deep down you'll always know you liked it. I wink at her, hoping to make Eunji stew in anger a bit more, and then she rips my heart out. I watch it beat a couple of times in her hand, and then everything goes black. I'm going to kill you and feed you to the Kumiho! Kumiho? What is a Kumiho? A Kumiho? It's just a fox that can turn into a beautiful woman and eats the hearts of men, especially protagonists! So a beautiful woman who kills men. Guess you have some competition. Just shut up and scoot over some! I want to take a nap. It's going to be a long ride. Say please. Please. Well, since you said please, get some rest. I scoot over to the side of the seat, and before I can say anything, Eunji has already plopped her head in my lap. Then she unzips my pants and oh my god, this has turned really... Oh, hey Decker, mind if I use your lap for a pillow? Oh, no, of course, go right ahead, thanks for asking. Oh, hush already. You stole my first kiss from me. You're amazissimus. Do I now? Are you sure this is enough? He's fine. I pat her head softly, and she smiles. Rips my testicles off. Do you like that? That came out a little wrong. I don't hate it or anything. After a few minutes, Eunji dozes off on my lap, and then wakes up when her head gets propped up by something. What the hell? What am I gonna do with you, Eunji? Fuck this shit out of you. Yeah, that's a plan. I keep stroking her hair, and I feel my own eyes getting heavy as the car rolls softly along the surprisingly well-paved road. And... like a sweetie man's way on one side, time to go on our date. She seems pretty happy. That's unusual. Great. What should we do first? Anal? It's pretty hot out already. How about we go to the beach first? We can see the west of the town after. Maybe visit a shrine or look at some shops. Sounds like a plan. Let's hit the beach. Fucking beach! Eunji giggles. Wait, giggles? Is that right? It totally doesn't match her personality. Never serious talk with whoever is in charge here. Are you coming with me, or you're planning on staying in the car the whole time? And miss out on some ham-fisted beach episode? No way! Well, let's get changed then. Understood. Lead the way. And I'm gonna leave this video here. This is Stay, Democratic Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. And we're about to get bikini-clad Eunji, which probably is exactly like she looked at the hot spring hotel in the other place. But, hey, let's pretend like you haven't seen it yet. So, until next time.